Well, hello there. Hi, it's Mark Fleming with the PreGame show from Victory Field in Indianapolis for the game between the Indianapolis Indians and the Rochester Redwings. Tomorrow night, we have the Pawtucket Red Sox in town with a doubleheader. Starts at 5:30. First game will be just 7 innings and then the full 9-inning game behind it, followed by the famous Friday night fireworks that everybody really loves. They're just really out there. They're very, very good. But we're going to have a great game here tonight. This will determine whether or not our beloved Indians will retain their 3-game lead or whether they'll lose it. They've had a couple ups and downs in the last couple of weeks where they fell. The night before last, they were only a half game up. So we'll see what happens tonight. Now, the doubleheader tomorrow is a makeup game in the first half because the game was rained out in Pawtucket, and they just scheduled it as a doubleheader for tomorrow night so they could make up the game. It's been about a month since they played the Red Sox, and they've become a different team as well. They are certainly a much better team than when the Indians faced them last year. Well, the pregame ceremonies are kind of wrapping up here, and I think we're not far from playing baseball. Well, that was in doubt earlier in the day. I was actually deciding whether there was going to be a game or not. But now these clouds have cleared off. As you'll see, it's a beautiful, beautiful day out here. But about an hour ago, it was raining cats and dogs, and I do have my trusty old Smithsonian Institute umbrella with me, and I'm glad I did. I got caught in one of those famous Indiana downpours, and after drying out my socks and having one of those fabulous $5 Eisenberg hot dogs, not like the Monday night, which I was told have the same ingredients as the regular Eisenberg hot dogs, they're just for kids. So it's the $5 hot dog or a $1 hot dog on Monday. Give me the $5 hot dog any day.
$4 here.
It's amazing.
If you get two of them, you better off buy a foot long.
I hadn't thought of that.
For $7, you get a foot long.
There you have it. Fan advice here on the Twitter broadcast of the Indianapolis Indians. I'm Mark Fleming. What's your name, sir?
Marshall, Starkey.
I'm glad to see you. Are you an Indians fan?
You bet. All the way.
What do you think about this 3-game lead? Are they going to hold it?
Oh, yeah. They were holding.
How about when Pawtucket comes in tomorrow? Doubleheader?
Yeah, we'll be all right.
All right. Thank you much, man. Appreciate the help. Mark Fleming back here with the Twitter feed, getting fan reaction to these Indiana ball players. It's going to be a great game tonight, too, because these guys are pretty well matched up. I don't foresee it being one of those games where we end up with an 11-9 score. It may be a more pitcher's duel, although I have been known to be wrong on that one. I do know that tomorrow night the bullpen has got to get a break because they've kind of been overdoing it a little bit. And we hope to get some more of these 6 or 7 inning starts from our Indians pitchers. They have been doing that, and they have been really pitching a long way into their turn, into their rotation. It did give the bullpen a chance to rest up, but we certainly hope that they don't get overused tonight because they're going to be needed over the weekend with a doubleheader and some other small things happening, like 2 pitchers down. Also have this weather to contend with, although they say this weather is going to move out. Today should be the last day of that. And I'm sad as I sit here in my regular seat at Victory Field where we do these pregame shows, thinking that there are only 2 Wednesday games left. There's a Sunday day game, the last game of the season, on the 28th of August. We'll be here. We'll be right down there where you see the Pepsi sign. The seat's right behind the Pepsi sign is where you'll find me on the last game of the season, right there in section 112. It's right on the field. That's a great thing about Victory Field, too. I spent my career covering Florida teams, the Marlins, in the big stadiums. And it's really not the same. The years that we lived in San Francisco, we had to deal with Oakland Coliseum, which, my golly, if you go down the right field line, you can't even see the battery. Just really literally looks like a little thing. Well, they're beating at the plate now. They're changing the lineup cards. So we're about, let's see, we're 5 minutes and 45 seconds away from the start of today's game. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to be back in about 5 minutes with another update and the start of the ball game here on KCBC.